This is the Commodities, Scrap Metal Recycling and Economic Report, March 4, 2024. U.S. weekly raw steel production rose slightly to 1.73 million tons on continued slow U.S. manufacturing. WTI crude oil price rose to $79.01 a barrel on Middle East issues and on OPEC extended production cuts. U.S. weekly crude oil production was steady at 13.3 million barrels per day, the all-time high in U.S. history it hit a few weeks ago. Crude oil and petroleum product exports, yes, exports from the U.S., hit an all-time high in history in mid-February. The U.S. weekly oil rig count rose to 506 on great productivity per well and continued very slow increase in U.S. production. Scrap steel number one HMS price was steady at $365 a gross ton and is set to fall by $15 a gross ton or more this week on the slow U.S. and global manufacturing. Hot rolled coil steel price fell to $41.03 per hundredweight, which is $821 a ton on the same slow U.S. manufacturing. Copper price fell slightly to $3.86 a pound, as Chinese economic stimulus has not yet been effective. Also, copper inventories are rising. Aluminum price rose slightly to $1.02 a pound, which is $2,240 a metric ton on slow global growth. February's NBS Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index from China fell to 49.1, the fifth straight month of contraction in factory activity. New orders and exports were weak as output fell, but sentiment improved. U.S. February U of M Consumer Sentiment Survey was revised lower to 76.9. Feelings about current and future expectations fell slightly. U.S. February ISM Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index fell to 47.8, the 16th consecutive month of a decline in manufacturing. New orders and employment fell. U.S. January PCE, that's the Personal Consumption Expenditure, that inflation index. It fell to 2.4% for the past 12 months. Core inflation, excluding food and energy, fell to 2.8%. Therefore, the volatile energy prices brought it down. January services, though, rose a big 0.6%. Record employment, record salaries, and record spending is bringing price increases. So all the good news is bringing bad news on inflation. U.S. Q4 and total 2023 GDP economic growth. Q4 grew a big 3.2%, making 2023 a solid 2.5% from 1.9% in 2022. This was on strong consumer and government infrastructure spending. Also, great record exports of crude oil and petroleum products and natural gas helped growth. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average rose to 39,087, an all-time record high. Consumer prices are still high, but the slowing inflation and good jobs is helping the markets. Also, with the U.S. now the number one energy exporter in the world, that's boosting the economy as well. Safety remains number one at Ben Lee. Hitting bridges, though, and power lines with roll-offs remains a key problem. All Ben Lee roll-off trailers come with hoist-up alarms and warning signs. Retrofit your older Ben Lee or other manufacturer roll-off trailers with our alarm and sign. Order the sign and alarm strobe sensor online or call 734-722-8100. This report is brought to you by Greg Brown and Ben Lee, roll-off trailers, gondola trailers, crush car trailers, lugger trucks, roll-off trailer parts, and roll-off truck parts. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.